Hi BookTube, happy Vlogmas, and welcome to the 17th of December. Or maybe, hello BookTube, it's the 17th of December and welcome to Vlogmas. I am doing a single day today because this is going to go up on Wednesday and I have no other videos that go up on Wednesday, so trying to keep, track of these and figuring out when videos are gonna, when I do these and stuff like that. But anyway, this is just another little sit down chat with you guys. Nothing terribly interesting today. I was at work all day as usual. And it is what it is. It's been busy still, but I did notice it's starting to slow down ever so slightly. I figure less and less emails over the next few days. And I'm figuring next Monday and Tuesday are pretty much going to be a very quiet few days, which is going to be fantastic because I could use a breather. I mean, I know the break is coming, like the actual break is coming, so I can't wait, but I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. But I finished another book today, and I actually started 3 new books because clearly I have a problem. But so I thought I would share with you my reading stuff, and then I'll show you guys my tea and my yarn. I still haven't put my second mini in from yesterday. To be honest, my shoulder and all this was killing me yesterday. And I realized I have one of those backpack purses that a lot of the times I'll just throw it over my shoulder. And I do carry quite a bit of stuff in that. Like I have my wallet, my keys, what else? All my medication. Not that that's terribly heavy, but that's in there too. I do carry that around with me. You never know when you're going to need, when someone is going to ask you, what medications are you on? And I also tend to carry my tablet, and this thing is weighty, or my Kindle or whatever it is I happen to be reading on. So I've just noticed, and I think it's like been pulling on the one side because I just tend to favor the one shoulder. So I've been really trying today to wear it properly on my back, like when I'm walking back and forth to the car and stuff. So I didn't get a lot of knitting done yesterday, but I plan on adding this in tonight. I'd like to get the other 2 in that I'm going to pull today, but we shall see. No big deal. I figure whatever I don't get in there, I can catch up on the weekend. So that's my one plan. Anyway, I'll start off with the book that, no, you know what? I'm going to start off with the books that I started because, I was sitting last night and I was just like, thinking about, because I was editing my video that went up today, on Tuesday, my 2020 reading challenges. And, thank you guys all so much for your wonderful feedback. I've been replying to comments and I'll do some more of that later. But, I realized that the one thing I forgot to talk about in a way was something else that had been kind of niggling in the back of my mind, is that I really wanted to get back to reading some of my childhood books, because I read a lot of them in 2019, but I kind of let it peter out, but I'd like to pick them back up again. And my library has all of the Babysitter's Club. There's some of them you got to wait for because they're, other people are reading them, so you got to put them on hold. I'm about 42 books through the Babysitter's Club series. And I am, I think, up to book 8 for the original Nancy Drew series. The one with the hardbacks with the yellow covers. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with them. And then I'm about 3 books into the Nancy Drew Case File series, which is the series that came out in the 80s, which was from my childhood. So I'd really like to get back to reading those like now and into 2020 and kind of pick one up as I go, whatever happens to be available. Like I said, all the Babysitter's Club books are available through the library. So are all of the original Nancy Drew series, at least through my library, as well as Scribd has all of the Nancy Drew case files. So I can pick them up and, what happens to be available. My plan is to read these without buying any of them because, frankly, let's be honest, yes, I'm going to only read a couple chapters a day, kind of my right before bedtime reading, which is what I missed having. Because a lot of the other books that I read, like the romances and stuff like that, of course, the chapter ends and you're like, oh, I just want to see what's going to happen next. But with these, they're so light that, you can just kind of go, okay, and I'm going to put it down for tonight. So I don't want to pay for them because in reality, if I was to sit start to finish, I could probably finish one in a couple hours. So I don't want to have to pay for that, essentially. And while they're all readily available from my library. So why have them all on my Kindle? You know what I mean? So anyway, That's what I want to get back into. So all that being said, last night I picked up the next one. It happened to be available at the library, and that is Stacy's Emergency by Ann M. Martin. This is book 43 in the Babysitters Club series. If you are new to my channel, I am reading these through in chronological order because the Babysitters Club series didn't just have the original series. Sorry, that's our oven going off. We're having homemade sausage rolls and rice for dinner. Yummy. But anyway, I'm reading them in chronological order because it's not just this original series. They also had the super specials, they had mysteries, they had super mysteries, they had what they call portrait collections, which was like little autobiographies of each of the Babysitters Club, a couple of special edition books that came out. So there's a lot. So I am reading them in publication order. So in certain spots there will be super specials. Like I have this one, the next one that I have on hold with the library because there's a 2 or 3 week wait on it, is Dawn and the Big Sleepover, and then after that is another super special, which is exciting. So yes, so I am reading through this one. I just started it last night. I read through the first 3 chapters. The first 2 chapters of the Babysitters Club books are always a bit of a wash because they essentially go through like all the stuff that you've read in every other book. All the information about the babysitters, who their family are, you know, how they like to dress and what their likes and dislikes are. And then the second chapter tends to be all about the club and how the club got formed and what kid kits are and whose job everything is and blah, blah, blah. So those 2 chapters are generally a wash. I kind of skim through them. And then the story actually comes in the 3rd chapter. So yeah, I started this one last night. And this one has been foreshadowed for the last number of books with Stacy being sick. And I think this one, she ends up in hospital and her parents are divorced. So I believe there's, if I remember correctly, because I read all these when I was much younger, that her parents can't even be in the hospital room with her together because of the divorce, and it's really kind of weighing on her and stuff like that. So yeah, more to come as I finish this one, but yeah, I'm happy to jump back into these again. So the other book that I started today, because I finished the Texas one yesterday by Maureen Child, is today I started Cinderella's $1 Billion Christmas by Suzanne Meyer. This is book number 1 in the Missing Manhattan Heir series. So this one is fun. It is about I think it's a 3-book trilogy, and the first story is about, the whole premise of the series or the trilogy is about this very, very wealthy man who fathered these 3 children, all different mothers, and how they were raised outside and away from him. He has now passed away and he is worth billions with a B, and how these heirs are now being hunted out. And, you know, you are getting this estate. Our main character in this one, her name is Lenny, or Len, I think. It's short for Eleanor. And she is a waitress in a very tiny town in Kansas. And she kind of, the very, very first, the first opening scene is she is approached by this man by the name of Nick, he runs like a money management firm in New York City in Manhattan. And, you know, he kind of is the one to tell her that, hey, this is who your father was. She was adopted by this other couple, and she knows she's adopted. And, you know, you're now worth a lot of money. You need to come to Manhattan with me. So that's pretty much where we are now, is that she's arrived in New York, and it is just after Thanksgiving. So this is going to lead up to Christmas. So yeah, this one's going to be adorable. I've read this author before. I really like her work. So again, I will update more as I get this one done. I hope to finish this one like in the next few days. Like my goal is to finish this by tomorrow, because these books come in at just over 200 pages. They're really short and quick and easy. My next 40 Years of Harlequin project book I started today at lunch, and that is Alaskan Christmas Cold Case by Sarah Varland. This one, right from the beginning, you're kind of thrust into the action in a way, and I find that with a lot of the love-inspired suspense. And what I found from this one is I feel very confused. I've read the first 2 chapters, and I just feel like I'm missing something. Like there is something more that wasn't told to me. I even went back and looked if there was a prologue, and there is not. But it doesn't say anywhere. I looked on Goodreads, I looked on Fiction Database, nowhere shows that this is part of a series. But this author has written a number of these books that take place in Alaska. And in the second chapter, our male lead, Noah, something is mentioned about his siblings and how they all found love during like some sort of a suspenseful crisis. So I have to wonder if this is a series, but it's not labeled as a series. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, this is about a serial killer who's working in Alaska, and he is killing foster children, actually. Or he was 10 years ago, and then he like went into hiding or went on hiatus, took a sabbatical. And now he's back, and he's hunting out these same kids, but they're now adults. So yeah, that's where we are so far. Like I said, I'm only a couple chapters in, and I'll update more as I get this one done. Now, the book I did finish today, super exciting. I finished, oh guys, this was so good. Wrapped Up in You by Jill Shalvis. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't want to get too much into this one. I'm going to save it for my review on Sunday. But this, hands down, is probably my favorite Heartbreaker Bay novel to date. This might even be the last one. I don't know, because the epilogue was like 5 years in the future. Now, you only deal with our two main characters, Kel and Ivy. But I'm curious if there's going to be more, and I hope there is, because I love this series so much. I want more of these characters because I love them. But yeah, this one was delightful. Ivy runs a taco truck, and Kel is in San Francisco on vacation. But he is a police officer in Idaho, and he actually comes from, and I love when authors do this, from Sunshine, Idaho, which is the setting for Jill Shalvis's Animal Magnetism series, which is a series from years ago. So that I just read one recently on, but they are delightful as well. So I'm like, I love when authors like write within their own world, if that makes sense. So yeah, so this one so far, I loved this book. Like I said, more of my review coming on Sunday. But if you are like just debating on picking up a book for the holidays, I didn't love the audio narration on this one, to be completely honest. I felt the narrator was overselling it just a little bit, but you kind of got used to it as you went along. She wouldn't have been my first choice. Let's put it that way. But still highly enjoyable. Really, yeah, I love this one. Definitely check it out. So that's all of my reading for today. How about we get into some tea for today? And something maybe that I haven't had before. Because the last couple have been ones that I've had before. So it's the 17th. So let's see what we have for the 17th. Close that up. We are way down here. So pop this out. The 17th. Dump it out. Nothing else except for the tea. Oh, this thing is getting empty, you guys. It's sad, isn't it? I mean, I'm happy that the holidays are more importantly, my break from work is coming, but I just love having the advent calendar. I should do one just for like other things, like starting on January 1st, leading up to my birthday in March. Just an advent calendar. Today, okay, I have not tried this one. Tulsi Tranquility. It's fruity stress relief. I can definitely use that. This is a caffeine-free tea. This is definitely one I'm going to try tonight. Rose hips, apples, hibiscus, red currants, rose petals, raspberries, strawberries. Sounds yummy. I will report back. Will I make this one? You know what? I think I will. I think I'm going to go make a cup of this, and I'll do a quick little, at the end of this, letting you guys know what I thought about it. So there. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully in a few minutes. And now let's pick our next two skeins of yarn. We're getting low, you guys. I might have to add some more to this. I think I'm definitely going to have to add some more to this. So the next one, ooh, really pretty. I don't know if that's going to focus. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yep, there we go. Oh, that is really pretty. Very nice. Let me try that. There we go. So that will be next. And then the last one for today. Oh, that's bright. Wow. That is going to be awesome. Why do I feel this came from my friend Mandy? Because she loves the color pink. So yeah, so there's my next two. Like I said, I'm hoping to get those three woven into the blanket today or tonight. I've got this huge like pile of yarn. I'll fix this. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. I'm not going to sit here and let you have you guys watch me wind yarn. That would totally be no fun. Oh, on a side note, I've had a number of you ask me to link the video or link the pattern for the blanket. Happy to do so. I will do that for this video. So check the description box in case you wanted to see the pattern for the sock yarn blanket. It is, I believe, a free pattern online. I think my friend Lynn actually might have gone ahead and done that in a previous video, but I'll just grab that and I'll link it in this video in the description box. So the other thing is a couple of you wanted to see me actually knitting it just to kind of like see how it goes. So maybe after Christmas, like, you know, like on, well, what we consider to be Boxing Day here, like on the 26th, maybe for my vlog that day, I will do that at the end, because I won't have tea or anything like that to open. So maybe I'll just kind of sit down. I'll try and figure out a way maybe to angle the camera down, or maybe I can film on something else. I don't know. I will try and figure it out and try and just show you guys, like speed it up or something to show you guys how it's done. I don't know. Let me know if you have any suggestions on how I can do that. Sorry, I'm trying to detangle yarn. Got a mess. I hate detangling yarn. I really, really do. But anyway, I will do that. I promise that'll come after Christmas. So yeah, because I know a lot of you are pretty intrigued about the blanket, and I love the blanket, and I do it now. It's second nature to me now to be knitting on it, because I've done over almost 600 squares on it. So, you know, it's pretty easy for me to do. But anyway, now I'm rambling as I sit here and unwind yarn. So I'll let you guys go. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Oh, wait. I will be back in, well, right now, as you guys are watching this, with the tea update. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. So tea update in my Bear mug. You can see it's steaming. I did already try a sip of it. It's, the smell of it, not that it's overtly, but I can almost like, it's very spicy. Like, it is very festive, it smells. It's quite nice, actually. But the taste, it's not super strong. I mean, it's a very, very mellow taste to it. This would be great cold, I feel. Like a great iced tea as well. But yeah, so this is the Tranquility one. It's good. I like it. Would I buy it again? Maybe in the summertime, again, because I think I would prefer it cold. But it's good, and I enjoyed it. So there we go. Anyway, guys, that is it. Me and my weird hair. I don't know. I hate that little sticks out. Anyway, I am off. I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. I know what I'm saying here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, BookTube. Happy Wednesday. It's the Wednesday, the 18th of December, and it is about 9 o'clock at night. I am sitting here in my jammy jams, and I almost completely forgot to record this. Yes, the entire pajamas all match. It's like not a one piece, but it's pants and a matching thermal. Very comfortable. It got cold today, you guys. I mean, really cold. I think minus 13 Celsius outside. It was not that cold this morning, but the temperature has dropped. It's going to get colder overnight. So we're here to stay nice and toasty warm in the apartment. But pretty average day. Actually, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but I noticed it again today, that it is quieting down just a little bit. But we're still getting a lot of people emailing about trying to get things out before the holidays. I'm like, no. I had one guy, he was one of my reps. I think it was a few days ago. I don't know if I told you guys this, but he works for the company. He is an employee of the company that I work for. But he is the regional sales manager for out west. And he got me on the phone. He was asking about a product. He's like, hey, do you think we can ship this out before Christmas? I'm like, absolutely. And he goes, really? And I said, oh, wait, do you mean this Christmas? Because the answer is no. Next Christmas, no problem. So he kind of laughed at that. He's like, yeah, I know. He goes, I'm asking for a miracle. And I'm like, pretty much. So, you know, much like everybody else doing their shopping, what we sell, of course, I'm not going to disclose where I work, but where we sell, it's not like something that you go buy in a store. These are manufactured items for buildings and homes and things like that. So yeah, it is definitely within the manufacturing industry. But anyway, so I'm glad. I find that most people are like have a bit of a sense of humor this time of year too, and you know, it can go one of two ways. Either tensions are running really high, or you know, you're a little bit more laid back because the holidays are coming, and you know, most of the contractors and stuff like that we work with, the reps, are all shutting down for the holiday season as well. I have 4 more working days before my break. 6 if you include the weekend. But anyway, so that is kind of the day stuff. And yeah, excuse me, losing my voice. Book related. What did I finish today? I did finish a book today. I finished reading Cinderella's $1 Billion Christmas by Suzanne Meyer. This is a Harlequin romance novel. I'm not going to hold up my tablet and show you guys the pictures because I'm tired. I'm editing a video right now, the video that's going to go up on Thursday. This is going to be a 3-day long vlog that's going to go up on Friday. So, you know, a little bit lazy over the last few days, but I'm sure you guys understand. Kudos to everybody who's doing Vlogmas, like putting a video up every day. You know, I thought for a bit, I'm like, every year I'm like, I'm gonna do that next year. And I think I did it like my first year on BookTube, and I don't think I finished it because I couldn't. But I think what I might do next year is I saw Holly from Daydreaming Through Books. She is doing like the 12 days of Bookmas or something like that. And so it's like starting on the 12th to the 24th, and she's doing a different video every day, but she's doing a countdown. Like exactly like the song. I think today's was something like 6 favorite booktubers or something like that. You know, like it'd be like, you know, 5 favorite authors, and I thought, okay, I love it. I might have to steal the idea for next year because I think that would be a lot of fun. You know, to film those in advance and, you know, have them go up on the specific days. I think that that would be really delightful. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts, you guys, for next year. But yeah, so it's just some food for thought. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, talking about the book that I finished. It was really cute. I mentioned what it was about in yesterday's clip, so I'm not going to get into it again. About a woman who, you know, is an heiress to a vast fortune, and how she falls for the money management guy. And the one thing, I mean, I gave it 3.5 stars. It was super, super cute. But my one issue with it was that, you know, the wealth was kind of just thrown around in it. Like, oh, you got all this money. Look what you can do now. And he has a lot of money. And it's just kind of like, meh. And then there's one scene where they're grocery shopping back in her small town. And he's like fascinated. I'm like, really? You've never gone to a grocery store? And it's like, well, I've never seen one like this or something like that. It was a little bit much. I would have given it 4 stars, but again, I just felt a lot of the money was kind of thrown around in it. And I mean, I understand the title and stuff like that, but it was just a little too much. Do you know what I mean? So, what else am I reading? I am still reading Alaskan Christmas Cold Case. I'm about 5 or 6 chapters in. I'm still feeling like I'm missing part of the story. Like I should know something that's already happened, but I don't. But they are on a hunt for a serial killer. It is enjoyable, don't get me wrong. But the fact that it's not even mentioned as being part of a series when I really do feel that it is, even if the series is just interconnected and they're not necessarily like one that you... But I do feel like, I don't know, maybe it's the writing style that I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. I can't remember if I saw anybody else watching this channel, whether I follow you on Instagram or anything like that. But if any of you are reading it as well, or you did read it, let me know your thoughts too, because in other words, is it just me? And the last thing, I didn't get any of the Babysitters Club book read yesterday, but today I started my new audiobook, and so far, guys, I am loving it. I picked this one up on a whim because, as I mentioned, I got rid of the Audible Escape package, so I couldn't listen to Coming Home for Christmas by Jenny Hale because I had that from the Audible Escape package. So instead, I kind of did a search on humorous books, and I found this one. And I actually had to buy this one. I used a credit to buy this book, but I was thought briefly about buying the one by Jenny Hale, but I think because for whatever reason it was only $7, whereas this one was like $21. And if I'm going to use a credit on Audible, I don't want to use a credit that for a book that costs less than the worth of the credit. Does that make sense? So I thought this was more value for my money because of the cost of the audiobook. And that book, as I just randomly yap about pricing, was We Met in December by Rosie Curtis. Oh my gosh. So I did a search on humorous books, and this one has been a lot on Bookstagram and a lot on, I haven't seen it a lot on BookTube, but a lot on Bookstagram. And people are really, really enjoying it, and it is delightful. It is a British, it takes place in the UK, in London, and the 2 narrators, it's a male and female narrator, are just delightful. I just love the accent. I really, really do. And this one reminds me, in a way, of the book that I read last year called One Day in December. So even like very similar titles. So if you like that one, you might like this one. So in this story, We Met in December, it is about this woman by the name of Jess who rents a room in a house with her old uni roommate or uni friend, and then 3 other people that she doesn't really know that well, but that are friends with the main girl. And she meets a guy who also lives in this house, whose name is escaping me. I think it's Alex. and the two of them are going to have a relationship, but it follows them over the course of a year. So they meet just before Christmas when they both move into this house, or when Jess moves into the house. Alex or Alec, I can't remember which it is, sorry. I got it up on Goodreads so I could see the author's name. I should be able to look at this. Her name is Jess, and come on, silly thing. And Alex. I was right. It is Alex. And but the woman who owns the house, her name is Beth, the friend of Jess's. She has put down a no couples rule for the house. But Jess has kind of fallen for him, and then things start to happen. So the tagline of the book is 2 people, 1 house, a year that changes everything. So every chapter starts off with the date. Like January 18th or, February, whatever. And it's going to go over the course of the year of their relationship. Right now they're friends, and it's really delightful. The difference is it only follows the course of a year, whereas with One Day in December, it followed years and years, but kept coming back to the next December. So, but again, if you like that kind of storyline that follows over a specific time period and follows 2 people, you might really enjoy this one. And guys, it is funny. One of my favorites, I was listening to it on the way home, and Jess and Beth end up going to or is it Becky? It's Becky, sorry. Bad with names. Jess and Becky end up going to this Pilates class, and it's told in first person, so you get like alternating chapters in a way between Jess and Alex, and the morning show, the Pilates instructor, Jess is going on about how perky she is and how perky her butt is. She's like, her butt is so perky it could host its own morning show. And I'm just like, this novel is utterly delightful. I am so enjoying it. I know Alana from formerly Alana Reads. Her sister has come back with a booktube channel, Chloe. I will leave it linked in the description box below. Along with, of course, Holly's Daydreaming Through Books channel as well. But we're still trying to convince Alana to come back. So those of you who used to watch her, go and comment to her in the comments and say, you got to bring back your channel. But anyway, I know she's reading this right now, and I don't know her thoughts on it, but I am loving this. This would have been so much fun to buddy read if I'd known. I think she mentioned it too. She's like, oh, we should have buddy read it. And I'm like, it was a last minute thing. But yeah, it is utterly delightful and great on audio. If you can get it on audio, like I said, the narration on it is brilliant. So anyway, so that is all that I have for books today. Let's talk about tea and knitting, because I'm actually going to be working on my blanket. I did not put in the squares from yesterday yet, and I still haven't put in the square from 2 days ago. So while I'm editing, I'm going to do that for a bit. But today's the 18th, so let's open up today's. It's right up here at the top. December 18th. Turn it over. And we have got, ooh, green passion fruit. Fruity, tangy, and refreshing. This is also a low caffeine tea. So this is a green tea. I do love a green tea. So I will report back on this one tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a cup of it tonight. If I make a cup of it tonight, I'll pop back on and tell you guys about it. If not, it will be tomorrow. So there's that. Bear with while I just switch hands because my hand was starting to cramp holding the camera. So I'm going to leave this up to my associate who's sitting beside me here. Say hello, associate.
What am I doing now?
I just wanted you to say hi. I need you to pick 2 out of there for me. Garrett's going to pick my yarn for today. Ooh, we have a green one. Very pretty. And, thank you. And a brown one.
Well, that was a close pick.
That was. They're going to be, like it matters.
Look at how bright the rest is.
I know.
Darkest too.
We're gonna get bright later, guys. So yeah, so there are my 2 yarns for today. So I'm just gonna add them to the pile. Like I said, if I don't get them in right now, I'm not concerned. I've got the whole weekend, so I can always do that then. But anyway, guys, that is it for this clip. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, BookTube, and happy Thursday. It's the 19th. I thought I would do this quick little clip from my car this morning. As you can see, it's a little cold. You can probably see my breath. I just got a little clip of the current temperature as per my vehicle, minus 16 degrees Celsius. Cold. And today's total count of hand knits are 4. Shawl, hat,
the fingerless mitts, yes, I know a lot of you are probably, why aren't you wearing regular mitts? Because I'm driving and this is what I wear when I drive. And hand knit socks, of course. I always wear hand knit socks in the winter time. But yeah, it is bloody cold out this morning. I'm sitting here giving the car just a few minutes to warm up a bit before I start driving her. She hesitated ever so slightly in starting this morning. I did hear when I was waking up this morning about just before 6. Right now it is 8 o'clock. I heard a gentleman just outside in the parking lot in front of my apartment, opposite of where I'm sitting now. Sounded like he was trying to get the car started, and I felt so bad. Like, that is one of the worst things in the winter time. We do not get as cold as places like Winnipeg and stuff like that, like or northern Ontario, where if you go to even the grocery store or the mall, they have plug-ins for your vehicle, like where you can plug the heater of your, I think it's the heater of your car in. Now I'm starting to fog up, my glasses are anyway. You can plug them in the block heater so they don't freeze and so that they'll start. We don't really have that here because it does not generally get that cold. Was it last winter? I think it was. We got a few days, I think it was about a week or so, where we had minus 40 degrees, which I think is the same Fahrenheit to Celsius as minus 40. You hit a point where they equal out. But anyway, my car still started, thankfully. It's a relatively newer car. It's a 2015, so it's about 5 years old. But yeah, it started pretty good. So, and I do my best to keep it in, working order. But anyway, I just wanted to come on with that little, for all of you who are in warmer climates and we're seeing the snow and like, oh, I wish we had snow. With snow comes this. So you take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.
Hi guys, it is Thursday the 19th and it is about just after 8. Garrett just left. He has headed out tonight to go see the new Star Wars movie. So he is super, super excited. It is still really cold out. I think I did a clip this morning of me in the car freezing. It warmed up throughout the day and we got a bunch of snow. They were calling for not very much and we got like 10 times the amount that they were calling for. So, but the drive home was fine by the time I left work. The roads were clear and all that stuff. It stopped snowing around 3 o'clock this afternoon. But I am bundled up nice and warm because it's warm, even though it's warmed up a bit. I think we're currently at minus 10. It is, it's still minus 10. So, and this apartment unfortunately is extremely drafty. We say it in like September or October, that we need to put, the plastic sheeting up on the windows and the back door. And then we don't think about it again until it's like, oh yeah, it's freezing in here. We totally meant to do that. We do have a little space heater that we will bring into the living room if need be. Random things falling from my shelves. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Tomorrow is Friday. I cannot wait. I love Friday. And tomorrow is jeans day, which I love. And it's ugly sweater day at work too. So I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. I actually don't. But I was looking at some at Walmart when they came out about a month ago, and I debated on buying one, but I'm like, when am I going to wear that? I'm not going to spend $25 on something I'm wearing once. It would have been great if I'd been able to find something great at like the thrift store, but I didn't think to look for that. But I do have a sweatshirt that is navy blue, and it's got a llama on it, and it says "Fa la 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 llama." So I'm totally going to wear that tomorrow to work with my jeans. So fun. And I have, like candy cane earrings. And then we got an email today at the office saying that on Tuesday, on Christmas Eve, because we are open full day, 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Now, granted, most people kind of start to shuffle out of the office around noon, but the owner of the company, he will go around at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and wish you a Merry Christmas. And he does not like it when you're not there, when people are not there, because we are open. So, I'm probably going to stick around maybe till 4-ish. I think leaving an hour early on Christmas Eve is not that big a deal. Leaving a lot early I think might be a big deal. So anyway, and there is a policy out of our Buffalo office that nobody's actually allowed to take vacation on Christmas Eve. So it's not the same in the Toronto office, but it is that in the Buffalo office. So that's interesting as far as I'm concerned, because it's your vacation. You should be able to take it. But I guess they don't want everybody taking the time off, but I figure that's up to the manager's discretion. Like if you have 6 people in your department and 3 of them want to take Christmas Eve off. That leaves 3 people, and it's not going to be busy. I've been saying it like all week. It has been quieting down as the week goes on. I think Monday and Tuesday are just going to be very quiet days at work, which I'm not complaining about. So anyway, back to the email. So we got an email on for Tuesday saying that we could have a casual dress day, which means we can wear jeans on Tuesday. So that's super exciting. I have another t-shirt because, well, I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. I have some cute Christmas t-shirts. And the t-shirt I have says, it's got a cat on it. It's not a black cat. It's a white cat, unfortunately. And it says, have a meowy Christmas. So I'm going to wear that with my light bulb, like my Christmas bulb earrings that I have. They don't actually light up, but they're, you know, why not? Why not? When else do you get to do that, right? And of course, Christmas socks and all that good stuff. So yeah. So anyway, I really don't have a lot to share with you guys book-wise. I am still reading all the same things that I talked about yesterday. Did I start something new today? I did start something new today. Today I started Holiday Homecoming Secrets by an author, Lynette Eason, I believe. Yes. It is another love-inspired suspense novel. Now, I am running into a slight issue, in a way. I am confusing that book with the other love-inspired suspense, the Alaskan Cold Case Christmas. So I think I've learned that I cannot read 2 books from the same imprint at the same time. Because I was reading this one, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wasn't a serial killer chasing her? I'm like, oh no, wait, that's the other book. So see, you learn things as you read, you guys. A lot of people are like, I could not read 4 books at the same time, you know, but I mean, I can, as long as they're all just different enough, and I tend to read them in different formats. For example, with the Harlequin, excuse me, the 40 Years of Harlequin project book, I'm reading that one on Bookshout. The other one I'm reading on my Kindle. So it's different enough that I normally can keep the 2 separate. But in this case, because they're the same imprint, I think that's why I'm getting confused, because the covers of both of them are like this, like, purpley color. So it's not even like the covers are different. And then I always have an audiobook, and then, you know, I'm reading the Babysitters Club book now, which, you know, if a serial killer is chasing after one of the members of the Babysitters Club, that would be very, very interesting, and would actually probably be a Sweet Valley High novel. Those of you who read Sweet Valley High know exactly what I'm talking about. There were more serial killers per capita in Sweet Valley than anywhere else in California. But anyway, so yeah, so I did start that one today. It is about, I'm only about 40 pages into it. I plan on doing some more reading tonight. I'm going to edit these clips together from the last few days, and I'm actually also going to be working on my January TBR, which I'm super stoked about. I've been holding off doing it because, should I explain it now? Or maybe I'll explain it. No, you know what? It might be too long of an explanation when I get to my January TBR time. When it's TBR time. So what I normally would do, like last year, or for the last so many years, is that I wait until the Romance Readers Reading Group posts their challenge for the month. And then I would like write everything down, and then I would go through and I would be like, okay, these are the review books I need to read. Here's the Triple RC challenge. And I would see if I could slot those in there, and then any open spots I would kind of go through what I have in my want to read list on Goodreads, and like what could I slot in. So what I'm actually going to do this year, I'm trying this different to see if I can like double up on challenges, personal challenges and things like that, is I am going to pick all the books that I'm going to be reading. So if you watched my challenges video, I'm going to pick all the ones out of my jar. I'm going to have that all listed down, all my review books, all my the Harlequin books, the Bookshout books that I'm going to be reading, my Stacking the Series challenge books. I'm going to have all those picked ahead of time, make a big list, and figure out, am I going to be reading them on audio or ebook, or how I'm going to be reading them. And then I'm going to bring in my Triple RC challenge, and then from that list that I've already compiled, I'm going to slot books into there. And then if I have open spots, then I will go to my TBR on Goodreads and slot stuff in there. So that way I'm getting through all the books that I want to do for all my specific challenges, and try and double up. Like, if my goal would be to literally not have to pick any other books. And then if towards the end of the month I realized that, I only had 21 or 22 books on my TBR, and, normally I can read about 25, put some more on there. You know what I mean? It'll just be, as I always like to say about my TBRs, they're subject to change. So yeah. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, holiday homecoming secrets. Focus. I'm all geared up. I'm all geeked out for the holiday, you guys. Seriously. You know, my niece's Christmas present arrived today from Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. Monday, my nephews will be delivered. Talk about waiting till the last minute, but I had to see where we were financially. You know, with Garrett losing his job, he did apply to an agency on Monday. He called them today. They didn't have anything. They told him to call back tomorrow. So it's essentially one of those call every day, and we'll let you know if we have something. So I'm hoping something will come up. I'm hoping for tomorrow or Monday that something pops up. You know, I know Monday is like the 23rd, but I'm hoping that maybe there'll be like a company somewhere that, you know, they need skeleton staff, and, you know, bring somebody in for even 2 or 3 days would be great. Just a couple extra bucks in our pocket would be fantastic. But anyway, back to the book. So it is about a woman who, 6 years earlier, she had a one night with her high school best friend, this guy. He was actually the brother of her best friend, excuse me. And as as it always happens in romance novels, that she ended up pregnant. And then he left for Afghanistan the next day, and of course. And he was injured, and he came back stateside, but he didn't contact anybody. Like, he wasn't in contact with his family for like 6 years. She kept trying. She kept trying to get in touch with him to let him know, hey, there's a baby here. But he never did. And now he's back in town, and she is a police officer, and there is a mutual friend of theirs who has gone missing. And that's where we're going from there. So like I said, I'm only about 40 pages in, but so far I'm really enjoying it, actually. I'm actually enjoying it more than the Alaskan Christmas cold case. And, you know, I always hate to say that about a book, but, you know, some books you enjoy, some books you don't. But I mean, the Alaskan one, it's not like I'm hating it and I want to DNF it, but it's just not, it's not one of the best ones. Let's put it that way. So, before I let you guys go, there's a couple other things. One other thing I want to talk about is that I mentioned it in a previous clip, I think, that I bought a new journal. So this is it. This is the color. Isn't it gorgeous? And look at the size. The size I love. This is exactly what I want. I didn't want something massive. I mean, I like the one that I created, but this is what I've been looking for. And I was so thrilled to find it now that I've opened it up and looked inside and decided exactly how I'm going to work this journal. That, because I am going to muck around with it and alter it just a bit. I think once we get some money coming in and I have a bit of extra money, because these are undated, is I'm going to go ahead and order one in every other color. I don't know if you guys are the same, but, you know, when I find something I really like it might be a shirt, you know, if I find like a t-shirt I really love the fit of, I'll go and buy it in like every color. Or like, you know, I know before I've bought boots, like really cute pair of work boots, and I'm like, oh, these are so comfy, they're exactly what I want. I will go back and get them in the other color, like brown or black or whatever. So for this, I want, like, because I'm also very uniform, I like things to be a certain way. I know, I believe personally, everybody has a touch of OCD for something, you know, and in my case, I want everything to be the same. You know, if I have this journal this year, I do not want a completely different looking journal next year. A different color I can handle, but I want the same journal. Does that make sense? And that's just how my brain works. It's what makes me happy. And, you know, so yeah, so I think I might go back. I think there's like 5 or 6 colors. And my friend Andrea, the cat lady, she posted in my one video I was talking about this. She's like, well, why didn't you get orange? Because they all know orange is like my favorite color. But it was an obnoxious orange from what I could tell. But I still think I'm going to end up picking it up. But this is the one I decided to get first. So it comes with, it comes attached with the, what do you call it? Bookmarks. And it's like a fake leather cover. It's really, really nice. And I do like this design on the front. I think it's super cute. It's got a pen holder if you're so inclined for such a thing. Now, it does have, I'm going to kind of walk this through, you guys, in case you're interested. And I will link this below to the Amazon Canadian site. But you can search it on Amazon.com if you're in the US. So, as at the front, you know, this planner belongs to yada, yada, yada. And then it's got like a bunch of pages of just like random crap that, that I don't care about. Like, it's got a contents page, you guys, like, seriously. And then it tells you about the planner. And then it's got like my vision board. Like, this is supposed to be like the kind of journal, your yearly goals. It's that kind of a journal. So I believe there is, hold on, bear with me just a second here. We'll disregard the title page. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 pages. So it's got 10 pages at the beginning, not including this one. I could do something over here. So what I think I'm going to do, because I need 12 pages, is I think I'm going to use this one too. And I'll use this title page as well. And what I'm going to do with these first 12 pages that have all this, like, my vision board stuff on it, is I'm going to get paper the same size, and I'm going to print this off on my computer. And what I'm going to use this for, these pages for at the very beginning, are going to be, each month is going to be a separate page. And I'm going to be doing the progress, like the daily progress. You know how I've been doing in the bottom of my journal now with, like, you know, the bars going across and how many pages per day that I'm reading? But I'm going to do that for the whole month. Or, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to print out a calendar, right? And for every day, I'm going to write in the number of pages. I think that'll be easier. So that's what I'm going to do in these first pages. So I'm going to be covering all this up and putting that in there. So that's going to be those first pages. Now, you're going to laugh when you get to these next group of pages. And I don't know why they did this. I personally, this is my one thing that I don't love about this journal, is that, okay, so you've got your calendar pages now. And again, this is an undated, so there's no dates in this calendar. I'm not going to use this because this is a reading journal. It's not a day planner, essentially. So I'm actually going to cover these pages up too. And these are going to be the printouts of my TBR. So it'll be a double page, and I'll have my TBRs listed here. Now, like I said, the one thing I don't like is that usually you see in day planners, you'll get like this, and then you turn the page and now you've got your weekly spreads. But no, this has 12 of these at the beginning. So literally it's one page, another page. Can you see that? Like, you know, so now I know why, and see, it keeps going, right? So now I know why they gave you like 3 bookmarks. So you can bookmark different sections. And then, so you get through all 12 of those, and then you get into your weeklies. So then this will just be like my journal now. And then at the very end of the book, which I think is super awesome that they give you this much of it, is you get, so they have like, they have more goal stuff at the back, but I'll figure something to cover that up with. So starting back here, can you see? Those are dot grid pages. And you get something like 30 of them, guys. That much are dot pages. What's going to go back here is as I finish books whenever I finish a book, is I'm going to go in here and write down the book that I finished, the date, like, you know, 0101 or whatever, the book, and then the star rating. So I'm going to have like a list at the very back of all of that. And I think that's going to be awesome. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys in case you want to do a reading journal for next year. You know, there's still time to order it. Again, I don't know if it's on Amazon.com. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but I will leave it linked below to Amazon.ca. So, just because I know how to find it on Amazon.ca. So anyway, before I let you guys go, tea and yarn. I've put 2 squares in. I'm still backlogged 3, so now I'll be backlogged 5. But weekend's coming. I've got nothing else to do. I can sit and knit squares into my blanket all weekend. But one other thing before I do that is, so this has been a 3-day vlog. I think what I'm going to do, because it's Christmas next week, is I'm going to do an entire week vlog. I think I'm going to start tomorrow on Friday, and I will run it till Thursday, like I had originally planned at the beginning of Vlogmas, and then post it next Friday. And then I'll do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday vlog. So I'll do it right up until New Year's Eve, and then I'll post it on New Year's Day. Because do you know what I realized looking at something today, you guys? Or the other day? Is it 4-year anniversary? What year did I start doing BookTube? It's either my 3 or 4-year anniversary on BookTube on the 2nd of January. Isn't that exciting? I'm thrilled. I just think that's so neat. So yay! So I'll kind of post that vlog on the 1st, but I think I might have to do something really fun. So if you guys have any suggestions, like is there anything you wanted me to do a Q&A? You know, I'm open to suggestions. Please do let me know. But yeah, it's tea time, you guys. And I did say it was the 19th today, right? Yeah, it's the 19th. So I'm forgetting what day it is. It's so bad. Oh, open it up. The 19th's right there. So there's the 19th. Let's dump it out. Oh, I got something inside. There was an extra present. What is this? has the ingredients list on it. That's interesting. Legit, it's like a sticker with the ingredients list on it. I have no idea why. Forever Frosty. Ooh, this I think is one of the new ones, you guys. So this is, bear with, it's a fruit infusion, so it's 0 caffeine. I did not try the green tea yesterday, you guys. I'm so bad. I completely forgot. But this one I might have to try tonight because it's 0 caffeine. It's apples, almonds, orange slices. Oh, this sounds so yummy. So there it is, Forever Frosty. Nutty, spicy, and sweet. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about all of these. But yeah, I think that's a new one. I think that might be an exclusive for this year. Let's check the back and see what it says. Are these in alphabetical order? No, they're not. Bear with me, you guys. Sorry. Forever Frosty. Nope, it doesn't say that it's a... Oh, no, it is. It's a limited edition. It's a limited edition one. So, yay. Why would you stick it on the 19th? Now I have no time to order it. I like it. You better bring it back next year, Davids, if I like it. If I don't like it, I really don't care. But, if there are other people who like it, you better bring it back. So, picking yarn. Speaking of Frosty, our little snowman on our yarn box. So, let's see here. Like I said, my associate is at the movies, so... Ooh, you guys, look at this one. That's a Halloween one if I ever saw one. Love it. Oh, that's awesome. And, oh, we'll get one already balled up. There we go. So there are our next 2 yarns. They don't really go together, but they're not supposed to. That's the beauty part of a scrap yarn blanket, you guys, or a sock yarn blanket. So yeah, so there we go. That's all I got. A little bit of a longer clip, but this is going to be a bit of a longer video because it's over 3 days. Oh, so again, I just don't want that to fall on my head. Let me know, if you guys, you know, like, what you'd be interested in seeing me. I want to do something special, like I said, for my 3 or 4 year. I think it's my 4 year, because I seem to remember doing a 3 year last year. I know one of you is going to comment in the comments. You're going to go and look and tell me what it is. But, you know, I've also passed 1,500 subscribers. So if anyone's interested in me doing a Q&A or anything at all like that, please do let me know. And I'll put a call out for, you know, for questions, and I'm happy to do. I haven't done that, I think, in a couple years. So yeah, so let me know. And anyway, guys, that is all. I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Of course, coming up this weekend will be my weekly reviews on Sunday, and then on Tuesday, Christmas Eve, I am going to be doing a Christmas book tag. I still haven't decided which one yet. I need to decide that by the weekend because I'm going to be filming it Sunday. And then on the 26th, I'm going to do like a year-end book tag. I've seen a lot of those going around, but I'll do that then. And then, yeah, so that's about it. So yeah, no TBR video yet. That will be coming. The TBR video will actually be coming out on... What day is... I know New Year's Eve is on the 31st, so don't get smart with me out there, you guys. So if Thursday's the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's Tuesday. Yeah. On New Year's Eve. Wasn't that fun for you guys to watch? Me counting on my fingers like a 5-year-old. On New Year's Eve will be my TBR, I think. Because the 2nd is Thursday. The 1st is Wednesday. So Tuesday. New Year's Eve will be my January TBR. That's exciting. But I am actually going to be filming part of it right now, which you guys are not going to see until the 31st. And that is going to be the picks for my TBR jar. Yay! Anyway, guys, okay, I'm rambling now at this point. I will let you go. Talk to you guys later. Bye!